So how would we best define a high conflict personality? For the average person, conflict may be a spectrum of things. How would we define someone who's on the higher end of that spectrum?
Great question, Andrew. And I think you already actually started describing that high conflict personality or someone who has conflict behavior in the emotionality of of the person you were describing. So those emotions are intensified and they show up a lot in high intensification. So that's one of the qualities of someone that offers us conflict behavior. Another trait is they have these unmanaged emotions, and they have patterns in their thinking of all or nothing extremes or all or nothing patternings.
Okay.
Yeah,
Kind of reminds me of the mindset of me versus the world. Like the world is against me, the world is out to get me, and so they've got, not only do they have their backup and they're constantly worried about yet another fight. They've turned everything into a fight for their worldview or their perspective. Would that be correct?
yeah, that does resonate with me because HCPs, we'll call them HCPs in this conversation, high conflict personalities, are enabled to look inside and reflect inside. So there is a lot of blaming blaming the world.
Hmm.
It's not their problem. In fact, they can't see their part in any problem that they've probably created.
Yeah.
So definitely they are preoccupied with blaming others, blaming the world, skilled blame shifters, sometimes I call them. More commonly, they might be called manipulators. The solutions that they offer up in a relationship when conflict shows up because of their all or none thinking are usually extreme. In divorce, we might see this like you do what I want, or I'm going to take custody of the kids. So the
Okay.
solutions are also extreme, getting back to that extreme behaviors. The extreme behaviors might include threats of custody, threats of violence. Um, so those are some of the patterns, behavioral patterning of someone that is HCP. Those are qualities of conflict behavior. I used to always try and avoid conflict, but you can learn a lot through conflict, and you can learn a lot by dealing with high conflict personalities.
Absolutely.